Stunning story of abduction, abuse, and a miraculous outcome. J.C. Dugard, kidnapped when she was a fifth grader, is now reunited with her family after nearly 2 decades. CBS Early Show national correspondent Hattie Kauffman live in Antioch, California, with more details for us this morning. Hattie.
Good morning, Chris. I am standing where she was imprisoned. Now, amazingly, it looks like any suburban house, but behind that fence is a series of fences, shrubs, tarps that hid a compound where J.C. was held, forced to have sex, and where she gave birth to 2 daughters who also became captives.
J.C., Mommy loves you. You hang on. Somebody's gonna come and get you.
J.C. Dugard was just 11 years old when she was kidnapped on her way to school. This home video freezing a moment in time.
But you said that you wanted a comedy.
18 years passed with no word, not a trace, despite a nationwide search on shows like America's Most Wanted.
Have you seen J.C. Lee Dugard?
Then the stunning announcement, J.C. is alive. Her kidnappers, Philip and Nancy Garrido, have been arrested.
Nothing to indicate this was anything but a stranger abduction. They literally snatched her off the streets.
Authorities say the Garridos took J.C. that morning in 1991 from her South Lake Tahoe neighborhood to a home in Antioch, California. A 2-hour drive, but a world away. Kept in a backyard prison the entire time.
You can't see over the fence. With the shrubbery and the trees, you can't see the structures. And you can't see it from either adjoining property. It's a very unusual set of circumstances, presumably well arranged.
Philip Garrido is a convicted rapist and registered sex offender. And police say he forced J.C. to bear 2 children, the first when she was just 14.
None of the children had ever gone to school. They'd never been to a doctor.
As the FBI continues combing through Philip Garrido's home, neighbors say they had no idea what happened there.
What happens in people's homes, you never know. You never know what people do behind closed doors.
I have 6 girls. I would die if something happened to them like that.
And yet it's right across the street.
3 doors down, across the street, yeah. Very scary.
Police say little about J.C.'s condition, except that physically she's okay.
She was in good health, but living in a backyard for the past 18 years does take its toll.
J.C. has been reunited with her mom, while her stepfather worries about all the lost years.
I'm right now thinking that she is basically a 29-year-old and an 11-year-old mentally.
Now, J.C. might still be in prison, except that Garrido took the 2 younger children on an outing. Somebody saw them, got suspicious, checked into his background, and found out that he was a sex offender, and that's when this whole thing began to unravel. From behind bars, he has issued a statement, part of which says, "You are going to be completely impressed. It's a disgusting thing that took place, but I turned my life around. If you take a step back in time, you're going to find the most powerful, heartwarming story." Incredible. Now, just before I toss it back to you, I want to point out these bars on the windows. Some neighbors said, you know, why didn't we notice that? No one else in the neighborhood has bars on their windows. Normally, this is to keep bad guys out. Apparently, it was to keep victims in. Maggie?
So disturbing, but a happy ending, thank goodness. CBS's Hattie Kauffman. Thanks, Hattie.